CEO PAYBACK. Andy Byron's wife demands 70% of his fortune after Coldplay kiss cam scandal shocks the world. Andy Byron's wife has filed for divorce, and what's more shocking is her demand for a whopping 70% of the former Astronomer CEO's fortune, igniting a fiery courtroom battle that could cost Byron his legacy, his millions, and his future all in one devastating blow. Please do not forget to like this video, share and subscribe to this channel if you want more updates like this. Thank you. Now let's get back into the video. Let's start from the moment the world watched his personal life explode live on screen. The night of the Coldplay concert was supposed to be magical, a celebration, an escape, but for Andy Byron, it became a public undoing. One flicker of the kiss cam, and everything crumbled. The Jumbotron zoomed in on Andy Byron and Kristen Cabot, his chief people officer at Astronomer, seated intimately close in the crowd. Instead of smiling and waving, they panicked. Byron ducked. Kristen shielded her face. And in that split second, the entire stadium, and soon the internet, knew something was off. The video went viral overnight. Within hours, people identified them both. It wasn't just a random awkward couple. It was Andy Byron, CEO of one of the fastest growing tech companies in the US, and Kristen Cabot, a fellow married executive at the same company. And just like that, the whispers of an affair weren't whispers anymore. They were headlines. But while social media was spinning with memes and TikToks, another story was unfolding behind the scenes. One far more brutal than the public could imagine. Megan Kerrigan, Andy Byron's wife of 14 years, had been watching too. According to insiders, Megan didn't need an explanation. She didn't wait for apologies. The very next day, she contacted a lawyer, and within a week, divorce papers were filed, served to Byron while he was still reeling from his resignation and media backlash. What stunned everyone, though, was what those papers contained: a request for 70% of Byron's total net worth. Not 50-50. Not a quiet, clean break. Megan wanted everything she felt was owed to her after years of loyalty, sacrifice, and, in her words, utter betrayal in front of the entire world. Let's break that down. Andy Byron's net worth is estimated to be well over $85 million. Thanks to his equity in Astronomer, investments in several startups, and stock options granted during Astronomer's rise to tech fame. Megan's claim to 70% of that, nearly $60 million, isn't just bold, it's war. Sources close to Megan say she's not just angry, she's humiliated. She stood by Byron as he built Astronomer from scratch. She was there when the company faced funding challenges, layoffs, and media scrutiny. She supported him through it all, until the kiss cam showed the world that while she was raising their children and holding down the home, Andy was building something else with someone else. She didn't just lose her marriage. One source said she lost her pride, her dignity, and her trust in the man she built her life with. And now she wants compensation. The legal documents reportedly cite emotional distress, public embarrassment, destruction of marital trust, and breach of marital contract. Megan's legal team is said to be preparing a public statement. But what's already clear is this: she's not going down quietly. Meanwhile, Andy Byron has remained silent. No press conferences, no public interviews, no statements. But insiders say he's devastated. Not just by the loss of his job, his reputation, his home, but by the brutal divorce proceedings that now threaten to drain his fortune and dignity alike. And it gets messier. Kristen Cabot, the woman at the center of the affair, is no longer hiding. She's made her own divorce official and has even moved in with Byron. According to some reports, the two were recently spotted in Miami, trying to escape the media frenzy. But with Megan's legal team working overtime, the escape may be short-lived. And now the public is split. Some say Megan deserves every penny, that she was a quiet force behind Byron's success, and that being cheated on so publicly deserves more than just an apology. It deserves financial justice. Others argue that 70% is extreme, that while Byron made mistakes, no one should be stripped of their life's work over one scandal, no matter how viral it was. But Megan isn't backing down. Her attorney, a well-known shark in the high-profile divorce scene, is reportedly assembling character witnesses, digital correspondence between Byron and Cabot, and even Coldplay concert footage as evidence to reinforce a betrayal narrative. The goal? Prove that Byron's affair wasn't just emotional. It was calculated long-term and deeply damaging to Meghan's life. And there's one more layer to this drama: Astronomer's board directors. The scandal has caused ripples in the company. With Byron gone and the company still cleaning up the PR mess, investors are nervous. Stocks have dipped. Confidence has wavered. There's speculation that the company might sue Byron for reputational damages, especially if evidence emerges that his affair created a toxic workplace or violated fiduciary obligations. Back at home, Meghan is rebuilding. Friends say she's been surrounded by a support network of family and longtime friends, many of whom encourage her to go after full amount. They think Andy got sloppy, said one insider, and now he has to pay the price, literally. Meanwhile, fans and commentators are watching closely. The divorce battle has become a cultural event. Reddit threads are exploding. YouTubers are dissecting every court filing. Legal experts are chiming in, debating whether a judge will grant 70% or push it closer to the standard 50%. But here's the thing: Meghan isn't just asking for money. She's making a statement. She's telling the world that wives who get humiliated on global platforms won't stay silent. That behind every powerful man is a woman who helped him rise and can just as easily bring him down. And what does the future look like for Andy Byron?